Well, Ibrahim Rasool will be coming back soon, as the U.S. State Department has ruled that he is no longer acceptable in the U.S. And he's going to come back and give me a full report. So I will wait for a full report from him. But at the same time, we have noted the displeasure that has been expressed by the United States, particularly about the remarks he made. And we have noted that.
Has been an extensive constitutional amendment to ensure that there is no injustice, that food security is never threatened, that firstly, state land is available for those who have been dispossessed of their land, black people, followed by underutilized land, and followed finally by properly expropriated private land. So that is not even, and that's the specter they want to conjure up, a Zimbabwe specter. There is no prospect of a Zimbabwean specter in South Africa. So the point of the matter is, I don't always know what the term means, but hoist by their own petard. I think that is the moment for Elon Musk, when even his own supporters are turning against him.
Are you worried about how much power this shadow president has in the US, and then he's using it? I mean, he's doing a lot of things. If you're online, Doge and cutting funding and all sorts of vendettas, but he's using it partly to go after South Africa. Are you worried about that?
I think we are worried, but South Africa will not be falling into the temptation that President Trump and Mr. Musk has fallen into themselves, and that is to interfere in the internal politics of other countries, as was done with Britain and Germany and others. We will not interfere with Mr. Trump's choices. And so let me withhold that comment, because otherwise I will be doing what they are accused of doing. I think we are worried because on the other end of an ill-advised, misinformed decision are 20,000 health workers, are millions of HIV people who require treatment.
This got me laughing. If you don't want someone to talk about you, if you don't want someone to, involve himself in your decision makings, then you have to be on your own. You have to be capable of managing your own affairs. You have to be able to take care of your citizens without involving the US. But since the US is taking care of your citizens, the US got any reason to talk about the South African government if things are not going well. That is why they cut the aid, because you don't want them to get involved in your decisions. The expropriation bill without compensation, that is the genesis of all these problems. But let's put race aside. Is it fair to expropriate land without compensation?
We have passed the expropriation of land for public use. We are going to expropriate land even here in Clan William Dam to ensure that our people get water.
And what's the way forward, essentially, with dealing with U.S. relations? I mean, the ambassador is expelled. Clearly, the relations are at their worst now.
We are not panicking. The president and the spokesperson of government said we have since delayed through the president to send the envoy. However, engagements are still open. We are still going to engage. The diplomatic ties expect us to navigate smartly, and South Africa is doing that. We're navigating smartly. We are going to engage at a later stage with the US.
This is what irritates the United States most. Denying your actions. This is not good. And aside the expropriation bill, there are a couple of things that are happening in the country which the US is not happy about it. Especially the farm murders.
There's no one who can help us, because this side of the earth it's bad for us. You can't even walk in the streets around. At night, during the day, they always rape you, or they beat you up. They're swearing at you in the language. They know you don't know the language, but they will come and swear at you. See on the news, shoot the Boer, kill the Boer. We are like just living also. We are like human beings, just like them. Just the color and the language is different. But why are they against us? Even black kids were beating my kids up, my 5-year-old. Told them, this is not for you anymore. South Africa, it's for ours. Our people, we don't have a life anymore. They will make sure about it.
Killings of the white farmers, raping their women in their farms. There are a lot of, atrocities that is happening in the space of the white South Africans by the black South Africans. This is the truth. The truth is always bitter. You guys don't want the truth. That is the problem. I understand that the US is a country. South Africa is also a country. Why is the US getting involved in the affairs? That is your problem. But if you don't want the US to get involved in your affairs, then take care of your people alone. Don't seek for help from any country. These are some of the things that you guys get it wrong all the time. If you don't want someone to get involved in your affairs, try to cater for yourself. Try to be on your own. But since you want help from others, those others have every right to talk about you when you are going wrong. Even when you feel like you are right, but in their sight, they see you to be wrong, they have to correct you in their own perspective. That is how it is. So if you want to be on your own without anybody controlling or directing you, then you have to take care of yourself with your own things, with your own capabilities, with your own resources. That is it. So let's put race aside. The US have every right to involve themselves in the affairs of South Africa. This is why they are right to also kick Ibrahim Rasool from their country. Because you cannot speak against them whilst they are supporting you with millions and billions of dollars.
We are not grabbing any land, but claiming what rightfully belongs to us. We are not engaged in what genocide. Instead, we are coexisting with our white murderers. Whatever it takes, this land shall be expropriated and will be returned to its rightful owners.
One thing that provokes the US, especially President Trump, is the denying of the expropriation bill. You guys are saying this is a misinformation, but it is real. It is happening. But you guys are still saying that it's misinformation. Where is the misinformation about the expropriation bill? Where is it? Are you not guys planning to take the land, to take the farms from the white farmers and give it to the black people? Where is the misinformation about this? Since you cannot manage your own affairs and they are helping you to manage your own affairs, they have to correct you. They have to control you. They have to tell you when you go wrong. They have to tell you when you are doing things that does not match their decisions. They have to do that because they are giving you money. If you don't want someone to be your boss, then don't collect money from the person. This is simple. Why do you guys misunderstand this? The US is right by involving themselves in the affairs of the country. They are very right because they are pushing their support, their money into the country. They are very right. So Ibrahim Rasool must sit down and analyze things and correct himself because he is very wrong about whatever that he's saying. If farms are to be taken away from white people in South Africa, then businesses and shops are also must be taken away from Indians and give it to the black South Africans. I know people will listen and take something from what I'm saying. The critical thinkers, the wise ones. As I always say, a word to the wise, it is enough. Thanks for watching. Share the video. Let it reach some wider audience out there. Don't forget to drop a comment at the comment section. Please subscribe to the channel to help us grow. My name is Don Cyrus. I will see you in the next video.